Have you ever wondered if being a content creator is profitable or if it's just a risk, like a big risk? That why am I doing this? Because I know I have. Hello, everyone. It's the Godfident woman and Godfident lady here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Have you ever wondered if being a content creator is profitable or if it's just a risk, like a big risk? That why am I doing this? Because I know I have. Starting out YouTube, you know, we just look at, oh, the glam, everybody's making money, so let's start. But when you get into it, when you really get into it, you see that it's not just the glamour, it's not just all that there is to YouTube. I came across a video from a content creator I absolutely love on this space, on her channel, that's the Girly Mind. And she was talking about her journey as a content creator and just her experience so far. Watching that video inspired me, and I decided to come on here and talk about my experience as a content creator so far. I'm not really going to say it's a journey yet for me because I believe I'm just starting. But I've had my fair share of experiences with YouTube. The things I found difficult while starting out was just mainly finding my niche. That was not the only issue. That was like the major issue. Finding my niche and knowing how to work with gadgets and all that. But being on here, it has not always been bad. I've had my fair share of discouragement, and I've also had days that I was really happy that I decided to do this. Speaking of my journey, like I said, it's more of an experience. I started YouTube for three major reasons. The first reason I started YouTube was because I wanted like a visual diary. I wanted to have like a visual diary where I keep my memories and I can go back to later on and see how far I've grown, how much has changed. The second reason I started YouTube was because I was in a place where I just felt it was too late for me. Time has passed. I cannot achieve such, and such. But thankfully, we thank God for the Holy Spirit that helped me see that no, it's not too late. You can still achieve those things. I was able to, find just hope in that. And I decided to share with as many people that might be going through that process or that might be able to relate with that. The third reason I started my YouTube channel, let me hear you say ego in the comments. Because money is very important. So let's not even try and downplay it. Of course, we know YouTube is profitable. We know in terms of revenue and all that. So seeing that, okay, this is a good investment. If you put in your time, effort, money, you should get it back. That gave me the courage to also start my YouTube channel. But like I said earlier, starting off has come with its own bit of challenges. Aside finding my niche, which took a long time for me, I started in 2023. And honestly, I would have started way earlier, but I had so many other, due to circumstances, I didn't start. But I eventually started in 2023. And still, even with the motivation I had and the energy I was bringing then, I still had to face issues like finding my niche. But thankfully, how would I say, let me just say a big thank you to the content creators on this space. I was able to figure it out. I got about four content pillars that I could work with. Then I think another issue I faced or I have faced since I'm still in the process is my consistency level. Ooh, My consistency level has been very funny, very funny, and I keep saying I'll do better, I'll do better, but this year is my year. So, and I want to encourage any other person watching that's just a new YouTuber, you're just starting out. Just make this year your year. Let's do this together. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to put in the effort and bring your A game into this. Let's do this together. Okay, so being consistent has also been quite difficult for me. But like with life and with every other thing that happens in life, we have ups and downs. But a good part of being a YouTuber for me was a time where my video hit about 100 views. I was so excited because the work that went into that video, the effort, I didn't have anybody to help me like set up or anything. I did everything myself and editing down to designing, So seeing that 100 people could watch the video, it was good though. It was very good for me. Even up to today, I go back to that video because it makes me happy. So those are things I've a little bit of my experience on here. One thing I strongly believe is that sometimes in life you learn and sometimes in life you win. And for me, being on YouTube, it has been a learning phase. My experience on YouTube is one filled with so many moments of learning this and learning that. One thing or the other, I'm learning something. Okay, I'm learning at every point. One valuable lesson YouTube has taught me is learning how to prioritize time over money. Don't get me wrong, I said it before. Ego. Money is very important though. Especially in YouTube on this content creation space and journey is very important. But for me, I'm learning to prioritize investing the time, following that process. Then when the money starts coming in, that's my reward. When my reward starts coming in, fine. But I'm not just going to throw everything away just because the money is not yet there. We've seen creators on here who they don't show up anymore just because they don't really have the money or YouTube is not paying. We've seen cases where people, or I have seen cases, I don't know about you, I've seen cases where creators that people really love, just because the content is not really bringing in that revenue, they just stop posting. And it's quite sad. I feel you should have like a higher purpose apart from money. Money is good, but let it not be the only let me say, let not be the only reason or motivation behind your content creation journey. Another thing I've learned on YouTube is to be passionate about what I'm doing. YouTube has taught me to not just do things with a half-hearted approach or just anyhow. To put in that passion, to show up, be consistent, give the best quality because I love what I'm doing, you know, not just because of how much I'm going to gain or not. And that's not to say making profit is bad. I've also learned watching other YouTubers that making profit from YouTube is also good. And I feel if people genuinely support your work, they should support your growth. That's the word. If people support your work genuinely, if they say they are your supporters, true and true, then they should also support your growth. Because as I used to notice something that I found really sad and disheartening, really, on this space. You'll see content creators, YouTubers that maybe they started out small. Of course, we all start out small, but we're not supposed to remain small. It's not even the will of God. And eventually, with time, they start to make their money. They start to grow. You start seeing videos like, oh, this video, stuff like this video is sponsored. But I noticed they used to be quite careful with such content, posting such content because their subscribers, supporters are not really going to take it well, you know. And I found that really sad. Somebody is putting in effort. I know that YouTube actually, in short, being a content creator requires a lot of time and money as investment. Money that you might not see until only God knows how many years time. So for someone to grow on this space and the so-called supporters are now more of like, this video is sponsored, or oh, she thinks she's all that now that she's making money. I feel it's really bad. It's a bad way to look at things. Anyways, moving forward, my channel is going to, or I would say my channel is, hmm, what's the word? Moving forward, my channel is evolving in 2025 because honestly, that's my desire for this channel to evolve. So I just want to share like the direction the channel is going. So you won't see videos and be like, eh, what's happening here? When did this happen? What am I missing? So the first aspect or the first area I would like you to know is that this channel is based on four content pillars. Like I said earlier, I had to come up with my content pillars. And honestly, I'm so happy I got those four. So you're going to be seeing more of faith talks. There's a full segment for that. I'm going to be talking about God because I'm a believer and I strongly believe in putting God first. Yes, my relationship with God is still evolving, it's still at a place where I'm working on it, right? But I'm not going to stop and I want to document that process. So if it's something you want to see, if that's something that you would like to see, stick around. So faith, then also personal development, because honestly, this channel is for my life in general. I strongly believe in growth. Like, you know, I don't want to be on the same spot. I want to look back and see that there's so much that has changed, you know. It just gets me really excited. So, and I wish the same, honestly, for everyone that will come across my videos, subscribe, support me in any way. I want you to be able to come across my video and let just be typing in the comments, oh, this, I was like this before, now I'm better. I used to be shy, now I can speak in a room full of people. That's the kind of energy my channel is bringing this year, and that's the kind of energy I want to see in my life as well. Another content pillar that you should watch out for is lifestyle. With lifestyle, I'm still trying to navigate it, more of vlogs and all that, but you can also look out for it. And lastly, it will be relationships. For me, the aspect of relationships was really dicey because in terms of relationship, I talk on friendships a lot. But at some point, I felt I wasn't really in a place where I should be talking about it. And because I've promised myself I'm not going to come on here to be acting like who I'm not or pretending to be who I'm not, I honestly wanted to just throw that topic out the window. But, well, it's something I'm passionate about, and I feel I have experiences that somebody could learn from. And so, if that's something you're interested in, stick around because I'll be posting content about that. Answering the question I asked earlier, is YouTube profitable, or is content creation profitable, or is it a complete waste of time? Of course, we know content creation is profitable. Don't even allow anybody deceive you. In this day and age, it's over profitable. There'll be days where the engagement is so low and discouraging, but we cannot deny the fact that it's profitable. We've seen content creators come on here and their lives have changed. They are making millions of dollars. So nobody can say it's not profitable. My biggest takeaway being a content creator has been learning that things don't just happen on its own. Every content creator you see making it, every YouTuber you see, it's about 1 million views, 100,000 subscribers. They're very intentional about every step they take. So I would like to encourage anyone that is just starting out and feels as if you're not yet seeing the progress or making progress. I think you should focus more on, you know, being adding value, bringing value, and understand that these things take time, but don't shy away from putting in the work. There's always someone behind doing the work. Have that in mind. Mhm. So thank you so much for watching. I think that's all I have for today. If you stay to this point, I have a gift for you. I don't have any gift. I just have a bonus tip for you, which is that to be a creator in 2025, content creator in 2025, I realized that one thing that limits or holds most of us, or can hold most content creators back, is our mindset. For me, I had to have that mindset shift of nothing just happens. Everything that happens for a reason. Everything that happens because somebody is working behind the scenes. So don't just look at that content creator tomorrow and be like, they just popped out of the blues. Whatever you are doing, when you're posting your videos, when you're shooting your videos, in short, when you're buying gadgets, just have it in mind that I'm making things work. I'm being intentional. I'm putting in the work for my investment for the day of returns.